الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله أشرف المرسلين وخير خلقه سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. So Alhamdulillah, we have been studying the beautiful surah of the Quran, Surah Al-Hujurat. This is surah number 49, and today we have studied ayat number 12. So this surah, each and every ayat is full of the beautiful advices of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We hope and pray that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to reflect upon these ayat and to implement these beautiful teachings of the Quran in our life, so that we have a very peaceful, happy life and a strong relationship among Muslim people with respect and dignity of everyone. So now we are approaching to the conclusion of those beautiful teachings of the Quran in this surah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us another very important aspect of our character, and he says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, as you know the meaning of this part, O you who have attained to the faith, you who believe. Ijtanibu kathiran min adh-dhann, avoid or restrain yourself as much as you can from suspicion, from the guesswork. Dhann is guesswork or the suspicion. It is very unfortunate that people easily they make a guess about someone and they live their life upon that, continue. They never try to find out about that person, that what is his good qualities, what is his talents, what is his knowledge, what is his many good things. But they just heard about someone, that someone was saying about that he is like that. So now they also started having the suspicion about that person. And it is going on, it's so common, and that's why it is not bringing one person or one brother to the other brother closer. We stay away, not meeting properly. So this suspicion is very damaging, very damaging. It's a kind of disease of the heart. And we see it in the families also, in the relationship. Is a kind of mistrust also, right? And whenever the mistrust is that, there will be no healthy relation inside the family. So when this dhann develops in the families between the spouses, between husband and wife, everyone looking at each other with the suspicion, so there will be no healthy relation. And this is the relationship of the trust. May it be between the spouses, may it be between two brothers, or in the community at large. So this has to go. One. So ishtanibu means avoid. Kathiran, as much as you can. Min al-dhann, from the suspicion. Inna ba'd al-dhanni ism. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again He made reasoning for that. Very logical. Because some of the suspicion, they are sin. They become sin. So ism is sin. Wala tajassasu. As we say, jasus, right? Tajassasu. Do not spy. And it has two aspects. If we would like to find out the situation of some Muslim brother so that we can help that brother, so this is not a bad thing, right? It is the responsibility of Muslim people that they should know about the situation of a Muslim brother who is going especially through many suffering and anxiety and pain and all that. So it's a good thing. But if someone is spying for other people so that he should try to go inside the personal life of that person, or try to know some weaknesses of that person, and then he can exploit that person with that weakness of that. So this kind of tajassus or spy is not allowed in Islam. So if someone is doing in order to harm other person, so this is meant by that tajassus over here. Wala tajassus.
So in the state of war, however, spying is something which is...
Yes, that is totally allowed, because that is different situation. So in some situations like the war and spying against the enemy, so that you can protect yourself, you can defend yourself from the attacks of the enemies, and you should harm them more than they harm you. This is completely allowed and is appreciated. And also, if the Islamic government is there, Khalifa is there, and he is sending his spy in order to eradicate all the evil things from the society and from the community, so that is a good thing also. Or he is spying to know the situation, like mashallah our Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Hazrat Usman and Ali, during the night time they are going themselves out of the homes and they are checking around in the neighborhood that what is going on, how people they are having their life, so that they can help those widows, orphans and weak people and sick people, so they don't know about that. So if the Khalifa is doing something like that, or is sending his people in order to investigate the situation of so that they can help them. So this is a good, as I said, there are two types of the aspect of spying. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا. The third beautiful advice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is about that never ever do the backbiting. Ghibah, as we say, ghibah. Yaqtab, speaking ill against the back of someone. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave the definition of the ghibah. He said that you are saying something in the back of the person, that if you say in his presence, so he will not like it. Something that he is not like it. So Sahaba Ikram, they asked the Prophet ﷺ the question, so even if we are saying something bad in his back, that defect is there, the aib is there, so is it still ghibah? So he said, yes, this is the ghibah. Because if the aib is not there and you are saying something, so then it is called buhtan. You are slandering that person with something that he does not have at all. So this is even more worse than the ghibah. Right? So if there is something we would like to discuss, we should say in the face, in the presence of that person, not in his back.
What about if you want to say a good thing about somebody?
Yeah, so good is not ghibah. As I said, speak ill against it, not speak good.
Just want to make sure.
Yes. أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا فَكَرِهْتُمْ. Allahu Akbar. We never find any other example in the whole Quran like the example of making the ghibah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save all of us, protect all of us from this heinous act. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, does any one of you like? Ayyuhibbu, this is a questioning form. So it comes for questioning. Hamzatul istifham. Yuhibbu, likes. As you say, uhibbu, I like, yuhibbu, he likes. Ahadukum, any one of you. An ya'kula, that he eat. Akala ya'kul, to eat. Lahma akhihi. Laham means
Flesh.
flesh, meat. akhi, his brother. So ghibat is just like you are eating the flesh of your brother and not alive, maitan, while he is dead. Because if you do something with the dead, he does not know. So similarly, if you are backbiting someone outside in his back, so this person does not know about that. So it's just like you are eating the flesh of your brother who is dead. فَكَرِهْتُمُوا. So who will like it? You all abhor it. فَكَرِهْتُمُوا. كَرِهْتُمُوا, like you hate it. You abhor it. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَوَّابٌ رَحِيمٌ. Have the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because again, if someone is conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mindful of Allah every time, he will not do the ghibah. Because he knows that my Allah is watching me. My Allah is listening. My Allah is observing, watching. So there is no place in the world or in the entire universe who can save that person from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَوَّابٌ رَحِيمٌ. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is acceptor of the tawbah. Tawwab is the one who is accepting the tawbah, and Rahim, who is merciful. So this is the translation and little bit explanation of this beautiful ayah. So three beautiful advices Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us to follow, especially for our family relations, for our brotherly relations, for our community relations, so that inshallah we have a happy life, a healthy life, and peaceful life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to implement all that in our life. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Sallallahu ta'ala ala khair.